What's going on, everybody? This is Rich from Gaming on a Budget, the channel that reviews free or cheap games with the hopes of recommending you some dope shit. So today's game review is going to be on the game Hawken. So big shout out to my subscriber and my boy Super Watto. They asked me on my Paladins review in a comment to go ahead and check out this game and basically said that it's Titanfall but free. And I said, wait, hold on. Titanfall but free? Say less. I got you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the facts for this game. So the genre of the game is a multiplayer mech FPS first-person shooter developed by Hawken Entertainment, published by 505 Games, released back in December 2012, so almost 10 years old. The engine it was created on is the Unreal Engine 3. Platforms you can play this on currently is PS4 and Xbox One. Apparently you were able to play this on PC, but it doesn't look like that's available anymore. And it's a cross-platform. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it is, which is, you know, it sucks, but hey. So let's talk about the story. So Hawken, just like most games out there, takes place in a dystopian human colonized planet where so much industrialization has occurred that it's caused the planet to collapse due to lack of resources. The only way to survive this new world is to fight it out. So in the game, you take on the role of a pilot who gets to control these dope ass mechs that have all kinds of weapons like cannons, missiles, just all kinds of shit. So one thing I appreciate about this was there was a cinematic trailer for the game starring this dude. So do you guys remember this guy? This is Darwin from X-Men First Class for any of my Marvel fans. Yo, rest in peace Darwin, yo. Like, they played him in that movie. Like, ain't no way he was the only mutant to die. And he was like so strong. And anyway, man, we just need justice for this man. But back to Hawken. After watching the trailer and looking up the game, I definitely agree that this is basically Titanfall light, which sounds pretty dope. So anyways, I've been playing the game for a bit and I've gotten a good amount of experience and I feel like I can tell you about some points that I came across. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first point, the visuals. Visually, the game is actually pretty good. I was surprised, to be honest, because some images I saw online, including the game cover, looked kind of iffy. I wasn't sure that the graphics would be up to par, but they actually were decent. Mind you, some of the mechs look like toasters with legs, but I mean, graphically, they're all right. Also, surprisingly enough, the maps in the game are visually really good. I would have thought in a game like this, they would focus more on the mechs and the battle than the actual environment that they play in, but they did a nice job on the maps, I felt. I'm especially surprised being that the game is, like I said, 10 years old. Overall, for a game centered around big clunky mechs, I'm happy with the visual quality of this game. So my next point, the mechs. So obviously the mechs is the main attraction for this game, so I had to do it justice and learn what I could about them and just tell you about the different kind of mechs in this game. So there are three main types of mechs. So there's the lightweight mechs. These mechs have lower armor than the rest, but make up for it in their speed and mobility. There's the medium mechs. These mechs are highly versatile as they can play several roles. They are a balance between the light mech and the next type, which is the heavy mech. The heavy mechs are essentially highly armored tanks that lack in speed and mobility, but make up for that in defense. Each of these types of mechs have different associated fighting styles as well. So for instance, the Berserker has speed and powerful weapons, allowing pilots to strike hard and fast. There's also the Sharpshooter, who specializes in long range with a precise and powerful rifle. There's so many families and so many types, and the variety is just dope as fuck. I can appreciate the hell out of that because no matter what kind of player you are, you'll definitely find something that works towards your playing style. So my next point is the mechanics. So Hawken has a lot going on in the mechanics department, but I'm going to do my best to talk about the things I found notable. So the first thing is shooting. So you have two main weapons in the game, your primary and secondary weapon. You get unlimited ammo, which is pretty dope, but you have to deal with weapons overheating, so be mindful of that. Weapons wise, there's a whole lot of weapons you can get. Each mech has a default weapon selection, but you can switch these out as you wish through progression or, you know, just paying for it if you want. Between heavy machine guns and missiles, there's a lot you can get your hands on. Shooting in this game feels pretty good as well. For a mech game, I don't have any complaints. It just worked pretty well. Shooting works out pretty well in this game. So let's talk about movement. There's different ways to get around this game. Obviously walking, but the mechs have the ability to sprint, which I really liked. They're also able to fly, which I found dope as hell. So keep in mind that both of these use up your fuel gauge. Also, here's a tip. Flying takes more of your fuel than sprinting does, so use that as you will. Also on the topic, so fall damage is a thing, I guess. Wasn't expecting that, being that we're talking about mechs here, but you know, hey. To offset that though, just hit the fly button before you land to soften the fall. Along with flying and sprinting, you can also dash in a direction using the sprint button. This is mad helpful for maneuvering and dodging opponents, and I really, really like this mechanic. So let's talk about the abilities. So it's impossible to not take damage in this game, but each mech has the ability to heal themselves. So if you are low on damage and need to recover, just fall back into a safe spot and heal yourself. Just like any other game though, you are completely vulnerable and can't defend yourself, so just make sure you're safe. Along with healing, each mech has a special ability they can use in battle. So for instance, the recruit mech can cool down their weapons manually anytime. The Vanguard mech goes into defense mode where it puts up like a wall, but can still shoot. You're less mobile in this form, but you can still fuck people up with greater defense. There's also this mech out there that can project a hologram to full enemies, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's gotten me a bunch of times just shooting at the hologram like, yeah, I'm putting bullets in this dude, and then I'm getting like flanked from the back. Pause. Overall, I really like the idea of unique abilities for each of the mechs in this game, and I found it pretty dope. Alright, so finally, let's talk about the game modes. So according to their website and this wiki fandom page that I found, there are a total of 5 game modes that you can play. However, I was only able to access 3 of them when reviewing this game. So the 3 game modes I was able to deal with included Deathmatch, which is basically just free-for-all, Team Deathmatch, and then the PvE game mode, Bot Destruction, which is basically just teaming up with human players to take on waves of AI mechs. So I'm not gonna lie, in the 3 game modes, there was essentially no difference other than like semantics. I mostly just played TDM, to be honest, and it was good. The gameplay is actually pretty fast paced for this game, and I was surprised. Wasn't expecting that at all, and it's actually surprisingly smooth. The battle felt pretty fluid and not clunky at all, if that makes sense. Alright, so there was one con I found in this game. So literally there's only one thing I had to complain about, and it's because it's glitches, and we hate glitches. So several times while playing the game, I had it freeze on me. Each time seemed to be in the main lobby of the game, and I think one time I was looking at the mechs and the mech option, but each time the game foreclosed on itself and I had to restart it. This happened a significant amount of times, and I had to say something in case it's a bug, but other than that, I can't really recall any glitches that actually happened in gameplay, but this is something significant that should be noted, and Hawken, if you guys are looking at this, yeah, fix it if you can. Alright, so you guys know what time it is. Let's talk about the highlights. So I have to say, visually, the game is really nice. Like I said, I'm very surprised at the quality for the game, and where battle is centered around mechs, it's actually pretty visually cool. Like, even the pilot's HUD thing is really nice. But honestly, it was the environment for me. Like, the environment looks really, really good, and I just remember just walking around in my mech and be like, damn, this all looks pretty nice. It's just unfortunate we're on a dystopian planet and we gotta kill everybody. So, but yeah, visually it's really good. Next, I have to say the movement in the game. The fact that the mechs have so much options and mobility is just a really dope feature, especially that dash movement. Damn, that thing is helpful. Mad helpful. Finally, I just gotta say the actual gameplay is really good. Like, the way everything just kind of works together in battle is pretty amazing, actually. Again, just a huge surprise from what I expected, but it's just a really, really nice touch. Final thoughts? Hawken is a really, really good game. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely have my doubts about this game, but it literally exceeded every one of my expectations. I love that it's a fast-paced game despite using these giant clunky mechs for combat. Mechanics-wise, this game hits all the marks, and it's just a fun game. I'm definitely gonna be playing this for a bit more, and who knows, might even see it in a future stream. Overall, if you like big robots and the mechanics of shooter games, then I would definitely recommend Hawken for you, and I think it's a must try. So I want to shout out again my boy Super Watto for recommending the game. Gotta say, man, this is a keeper, bro. I'm definitely gonna be playing this for a bit. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Are you playing Hawken? If not, is it something you think you'll try? If you are playing it, what's the mech you like to use? What's your favorite game mode? Tell me all that stuff. I want to hear all that in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. Videos on a weekly basis, including my game reviews, including my streamers you should follow, which I owe you guys one, including my live streams, and then also my deals of the week that I'm doing every week now. So I just want to thank everybody here for making the channel grow. I recently hit 200 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. I mean, some people might see that as a small number, but coming from where I came from in this channel, it means a lot. And I just want to thank every one of you guys. Please continue to like the content and also just critique the content. If there's anything you want me to do, let me know. Also, hey, what games should I play? Like, as you guys can see, I'm listening to my subscribers. So if there's any games you guys think I should play, mind you, cheap or free to play preferably, let me know in the comments and I promise I'll shout you out if I can get to the game. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another video on Gaming on a Budget. Please check out the content. But I'm Rich, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.